All right, so it seems that the great teacher of all young men, the legendary Andrew Tate, as I predicted in my previous videos, or rather my first video that I put about him, that eventually he will be banned from all the major platforms. And now it shows on the feed Andrew Tate is banned from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and now they are pressing forward to ensure that he gets banned from TikTok. And his online university, Hustle University, it seems is shutting down as well. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to get some life lessons from Andrew Tate. I know you must be thinking like, you don't like Andrew Tate, then why are you talking about life lessons from Andrew Tate? Aren't you a hypocrite? No, it's not what he thought, rather what we can learn from him. Okay, and I want you to comment down below and tell me if you agree, disagree. And just to answer the critics who keep saying, oh, you're talking about Andrew Tate to get views. Why else does someone have a YouTube channel? Not to get views? Like, for example, yeah, some of you say, oh, you're jumping on the Andrew Tate bandwagon so that you can get views. Okay, let's say I speak about, the topic title is Life Lessons from My Uncle Harry. Who cares? Or if I say the valuable lessons from Rabindranath Tagore, you would have clicked on this because this topic appeals to you and it is trending, which is why all the major YouTube channels, they took his interview or the podcast, because he was trending. If you're a nothing and nobody bothers. So you might feel, oh, sheesh, I'm so smart, I caught Loy red-handed talking about Andrew Tate, and I'm going to give him a piece of my mind and tell him, ha ha ha, you're jumping on the back. At least I can do that. You're irrelevant. You're just a comment down below. That also hiding behind a fake name. Who knows you, man? So shut up. That's what I'll tell you. Anyway, now life lessons of Andrew Tate. I've not made like 9 lessons, 7 lessons. Whatever the number is, I will put it at the end. So comment down below and let me know. The first lesson that I think we can learn from Andrew Tate is he identified a problem that people had. He identified a need of the market. He identified a gap in the market that had to be filled. And that was a very intelligent thing. See, most of the people, they focus on how to become rich, how to become successful. But Andrew Tate didn't focus on how to be rich or successful. Rather, he focused on how you can fight the common enemy, that is, according to him, women, be an alpha male, and through that, earn all this. So see the twist in the message. So first is he identified a need in the market. If you want to succeed, you need to find a need in the market, something that nobody's catering to. And to be honest with you, Andrew Tate didn't reinvent the wheel. There were many other people who were talking about it, but not as loudly and brashfully as he. Okay, that's number one. Second thing what Andrew Tate did was he narrowed down his audience. He didn't focus on all men and women. He didn't focus on women of all ages and men of all ages. He focused on a specific demographic, young men from the ages of, say, 11 to whatever, 30, okay? And people who are not successful or rich or who want to succeed. And the intelligent thing that he did here was he catered to the needs of a very young, gullible audience that is addicted to social media. Young boys. See how many hours young boys play with their phones, playing Call of Duty or some shooting game, or They are addicted to their phones. They're watching girls, they're chatting. And given that young boys and girls who do not have role models spend so much time on their smartphone, he knew this is a good market to catch. And so that's point number two. Point number three is he he ensured that his price point was affordable. See, first is he identified a need in the market. Second one is who specifically to focus on. Okay, he didn't focus on women, he focused on men. And third one is he made it affordable. His course starts at $49 or something like that. Now, had he made it $5,000 or $10,000, it'd be very hard, right? So he made it affordable. And most of the young people can afford this, who can afford a smartphone, or they can ask their parents. Okay, so these three are the first important bits. The second thing, the fourth thing that he did was he played this amazing psychological game that is called we against a common enemy. And this is something all the activists they tend to do. Black Lives Matter, we against the white supremacists, or PETA, for animals. They are against people who kill and eat and torture animals. That is your common enemy. Climate activists, we are trying to do good for the climate. These evil, big companies, they are bad. Or even these anti-vaxxers, we against the big pharma. So when you identify a common enemy, you become the hero, which is the simple science of Greta Thunberg. Simple reason why all these activists, they're looked upon, wow, you are changing the world one step at a time. And see, Pamela Anderson did all these adult movies and all this flashing of boobs and ass, but she supports animal rights and all that. So hero, right, against the bad villain. Even when we had Dr. Fauci with the COVID vaccine, he was the enemy. Now even Republicans and Democrats in the US, Biden is the enemy, Trump is our hero. While the other side, Trump is our enemy, Biden is our hero. So this hero-villain concept, or the common enemy, is very powerful. Even in religion, people who believe in Islam versus the shaitan, the antichrist, the anti-Islamists, and Christians, the antichrist is coming, the devil. And now in India, you have Narendra Modi, who is saying these common enemies want to destroy India or Hindu, the religion. We are the only country. So always remember this good versus evil, this common enemy, this big bad guy, David versus Goliath. It's a very compelling story, and that works with people's psychology. Okay, the next one, point number 5. See, you cannot get noticed till you flaunt something in today's social media world. So Andrew Tate was flaunting his Bugatti, expensive watches. Oh, Muay Thai, he's a fighter. He's walking like a man and muscles. And so he is flaunting all this. Now, I know what you'll say, that this is success. But here's a very simple, basic question. Think of any multi-billionaire. Think of anyone. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, any of these guys, okay? How many of these guys are actually showing you their Bugatti or the expensive jet inside, or they're showing you the big mansion, see success and their watch? Have you anytime seen any of these guys do that? I know what you'll say in their defense. They are not, they're businessmen. Andrew Tate is not a businessman? Come on, man. Andrew Tate is not a business. Are you stupid? What he's doing is so intelligent, is so calculated, is so smart. Don't justify it because you're stupid. Andrew Tate is a very smart businessman, but the people he's impressing are idiots. Because remember, Jeff Bezos is famous for his work, Amazon. Tesla boss, Elon Musk, is famous for Starlink, PayPal, Tesla, okay, SpaceX. So they have something to show. Andrew Tate, what does he have that he can show? Have you seen? See, people keep talking, oh, he is a kickboxing champion. I have asked so many people who commented down below, Show me a news clip where he has won the World Kickboxing Championship. Show me a video or show me a news link where it is announced. Is it an international competition, the World Kickboxing Championship? Where? Which year? Where is it mentioned? On which global website? Or did he tell you? Have you seen it with your own eyes? Have you seen him winning a world championship, holding the gold medal or the Olympic or something? Simply you'll repeat, no? World champion 4 times. And who said this? He said this, right? It's like Dan Locke, yeah, what is that? Ty Lopez, all saying big things. See, you know he's rich because he showed you the Bugatti. You know he's rich because he showed you the watch. Had he not shown you, would you have even known that he's rich or successful? No, right? And what is he famous for? Show me one thing what he's known for. He's not known for business. He's not known for even this world champion. He's not known for it. He is known for being known. In fact, here's a very big challenge for you. Very, very big. Give me the name of one single individual who's accomplished and who has starred in Big Brother. It's normally people who are on the decline phase of their life, or they are trying to revive their career, or maybe as a guest appearance they paid millions of dollars. Like for example, the great Kali. He anyway, his career path was getting over and he was on a decline because of his health issues. Others, show me anybody. You might be able to cherry pick one out of the hundreds of thousands of people who have taken part, who have auditioned. Point number 6. Now, Andrew Tate likes to be loud. He likes to be controversial. Oh, teach those bitches this and that. Okay, that's a lot of noise. That's a lot of controversy. Okay. But now, why does this stick? Why does this message stick? He follows a simple pattern in sales. He will give you 5 statements which are universally true, which are pain points. And then the 6th will be the solution, will be his theory. Like he'll say, men are being taken advantage of, which is true in a way. Today, women are taking advantage of men's kindness and niceness, which is true in a way. Today, women are showing their bodies and then they don't want to be called names and all that, which is true. And you give your heart and soul and love someone and then she dumps you. For people who are heartbroken, it's true. So you see, he gets yes. Then you need to succeed in life. You need to have a good house, good car, good money. You need to know how to handle the members of the opposite sex. Again, all true. 5 statements, all I give you, true. Okay. So there's nothing wrong in these statements. These statements can be said by anyone. So now, after getting you to say yes, what's the solution? There he, after creating so many yeses, he starts giving you, I have done this, I have done that, I was like you. And that's why I created this hustle university where people are, you don't have to join if you don't want to change your life. But only people who are serious. Wow. You begin to think, shit, am I serious? Or am I just another ordinary? You want to reaffirm, right? And that brings me to point number 7. A very comedy, a very, very comedic fact. Show me any course, worthwhile, PhD, MBA, show me any course, a globally recognized course for $50. Simple question, no? Tell me or show me any globally recognized course which has value in the market for $50. You'll get some nonsense from Udemy or Skillshare and all that. In fact, the point number 7 is simply this, that the stuff that he's sharing, he's not reinvented anything, right? He's just repeating what other people might have said and cherry picking from 10 different things, which most of us tend to do. Even me, I'm not reinventing the wheel. I've not created personal branding. Okay, I've studied over years and years and implemented it. But now, listen, before you jump the gun with, oh, so you're like the, why do you think I don't offer a course online for $10, $5, $1? Have you ever asked yourself why? I can offer a CV rebranding course for $5 and get maybe 1 million customers for $5. Possible, right? If I advertise, people will be curious. So $1 they don't mind. But why is it I'm not doing? Because when you share something for the masses, it will always be generic. It'll be repackaged. That is where Thai Lopez, Dan Locke, Grant Cardone, all of them are giving recycled information. Just pay for the postage. Charlie Munger said this so beautifully with the Warren Buffett when they were speaking. You get these fools who tell you just pay for the book, shipping is for free, I'll teach you how to be a great investor. And he laughed, everyone laughed. Which successful person takes Andrew Tate seriously, man? It's all the bums. It's all the lost kids. It's all these immature fools, you know. Point number 9. Andrew Tate was very focused, very aggressive, he had a strategy in mind. And you have to give hats off to this guy. I mean, see, credit should be given where credit is due. Okay? His rise to fame, his rise to notoriety or being known, being talked about, everybody wants to know who Andrew Tate is commendable. Okay, I will tell you that he, in an overcrowded marketplace where everything is saturated, he stood out. For that, you have to give him props, man. And he really worked hard at it. He went to Dubai, he went to Europe, he went to USA, he went to Australia, went to all these countries to promote his brand, which is nothing but commendable. And remember, he's learned to stand out. Okay. However, the drawback, which is point number, could say 9, is, you should always grow slow and steady. Slow and steady. And why slow and steady? Some people might say, oh, you don't have time, you have to be fast and furious. See, when scaling a business or a brand, if you try to do it like these unicorn companies like WeWork and all that, you'll get jacked here. And most of these people who would like to, grow super fast, like Baiju and all that from India, the learning platform, they know for a fact their time will be up. So they try to get as much money as possible, as quickly as possible, and they believe that they can fool the system. In some cases, yes, it is true, but in some cases, it will backfire big time. Elizabeth from Theranos, that guy from WeWork, I hate that guy, can't stand him. I told so many people, they were like, yeah, no, this and that bullshit. All these unicorns, see, even today you see news articles, oh, this unicorn was evaluated at 4 billion, 5 billion, oh, from India. Where do you hear any news after some time? They vanish, right? So these people who try to do, who come from nowhere and suddenly achieve great fame, they don't survive too long. Even Jordan Peterson, for that matter, he was there for very many years. He dedicated his whole life to being a psychologist or a teacher. And then it got up. Okay, now he's become political, which is a different ballgame altogether. But he worked so many years. Right? Andrew Tate focused on being famous. Big Brother, kickboxing, different businesses. So he was trying to do whatever it took, but he was scattered everywhere. And finally, last if not the least, the final lesson. See, you cannot be smarter than the system. I've told you this so many times. You cannot be smarter than the system. What Andrew Tate was trying to do was outsmart the system. Outsmart Facebook, outsmart Instagram, outsmart TikTok, outsmart YouTube. He knew what the guidelines were. He knew you should not do hate speech or this speech or controversy or encourage harmful behavior. He knew that. He just wanted to see how far he could get away, and every subsequent video that he uploaded He tried to push the envelope. See, you can only do so much. But when you start making enemies, which he did plenty of all these women and organizations, they will rally up against you. And one person cannot fight the entire system. I've said this time over and over again. You cannot be smarter than the system. You cannot be smarter than. You're a fool if you think you can outsmart the system. With all the hard work, with everything that he put, it's gone. I know some of you believers of Andrew Tate will say, oh, but now he'll be more famous. No, I'm sorry, you're mistaken. You will not be famous. It's the end of Andrew Tate. Why? Simple. How did you come to know of Andrew Tate? YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. You came to know him through these 4 outlets and those paid ads. Imagine if out of these 4 social media platforms, name one personality whom you know who is world famous out of these 4, which you're subscribed to, which you are paying money to. You can't name a single one. Why? Because these 4 occupy all the eyeballs, the attention, and that is where the youngsters are. You don't have them, you don't last. So that brings me to point number 11, which is simply this. You think that, oh, Andrew Tate is not affected impact. My dear, money is money. Let's assume, I don't know how rich you are. Let's assume you have money. Would you take $500, just throw it, say, it's okay, I'm rich? Do you know anybody who will take money and just throw it and say, it's okay, even if I don't get return? No matter how rich, no matter how poor. And if you're richer, you value it much more. Andrew Tate spent so much of effort, time, energy, money into creating these videos, these podcasts, these meetings, these public, media sessions. He spent so much of money gathering a team, making this content, managing the servers. He spent so much of money putting these ads, only to have it shut down. Don't you think it pains him? Come on, man, we're human beings. Okay, we're human beings. And if it matters to you, your few pennies, your effort, your hard work, you think he is a machine? He is still a young man. I'm pretty sure it is paining him. I'm pretty sure it is his hurt. See, overall, what I want to say is there are a lot of lessons we can learn from Andrew Tate, but these are the 11 which I managed to think from out of my head. Personally, for Andrew Tate as a brand, as someone who accomplished something that most of us would die to, I admire him. However, his message I'm not a fan of. The reason being is there was an element of truth in it, but then he manipulated and mixed this message into something that can be misleading and harmful to society, especially to youngsters. And when you try to do something like this, fully well knowing that you are targeting the youth, youngsters and gullible men, where they can harm someone else, it's wrong, man. Flashing your car and your watch and your wealth and your house and babes, that all is okay. It's gimmick, fine. We adults will look at it and laugh, showing big girls with big boobs and ass. But remember, there's a massive population of young boys and girls who get influenced with all this, and the damage that it causes them is very bad. It's very serious, and you cannot take it for granted. So on that area, that level playing field, I cannot admire the guy. It was very wrong. Now, do I wish him bad? I don't wish him bad. I don't get anything. However, it is sad that he shot himself in the foot, and I don't think he's going to get a second chance. He will now live in infamy as a meme, as a talking point, as a joke. And eventually, I can assure you this, you also will forget him. There are so many people who have come and gone. And we human beings have a very short attention span. We forget all the big artists, the big names, the people in our lives. We move on. Andrew Tate is going to be forgotten, and sadly, that's the end of his brand. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Good, bad, ugly. Love to hear from you. You guys take care. Ciao.